services, and 6 in retail, with annual revenues ranging from $10,000 to over $200,000 annually, and sizes from solo entrepreneurs to multi-employee teams. To maximize impact, the LISC team and IXL Center consultants collaborated with 81 student volunteers from 25 universities worldwide. These students, certified as consulting analysts by the Management Consulting Institute, brought diverse perspectives to the program. Each business was matched with a student consulting team and an IXL Center guide. Over 7 weeks, students learned the methodology on Mondays, collaborated with business owners and guides during the week, and presented their progress on Fridays. The quick growth methodology consisted of 4 modules. First, business assessment. Second, improve current business. Third, drive sales. And fourth, create new offerings. The quick growth platform guided participants through each step with a structured approach. We achieved great results across all 4 modules. In Module 1, we completed 32 performance assessments and 32 digital capacity assessments, uncovering key challenges in 4 areas crucial for growth. First, marketing and digital presence, connecting with target audiences and building brand awareness online. Next, operational efficiency, streamlining processes and preparing for growth. Then financial management, optimizing pricing costs and scalability. Finally, staffing and competencies, hiring, training, and developing team skills. In Module 2, we identified 232 digital solutions with action plans, including 64 for sales, 90 for marketing, 20 for delivery, 36 for operations, 12 for coordination, 9 for finance, and 1 for talent management. Additionally, 64 quick wins were implemented for immediate impact on business operations. For example, On Track Business has already started using the business logo and digital business card created by the team and has begun implementing them in its social media presence. Forest Doe Botanicals is already doing a strong implementation of its social media marketing revamping strategy. The team has constantly provided Carty insights on post management, as well as improving the look and feel of the Instagram account.
I'm always impressed by the amount of detail that everybody is finding out, and that just shows that they're asking really good questions, and just really impressed at how everybody's so involved. So I'm very honored to be and grateful to be a part of this.
To drive sales, we focused on boosting revenue for existing offerings. We conducted 180 customer buying criteria assessments to identify areas for improvement and key strengths to highlight in our communications. We also developed 39 sales pitches to effectively reach our target customers and created 133 sales strategies to attract more buyers. Here are 2 standout examples of how these strategies came to life. Tashan's skincare boutique team proposed a set of customizable packages with flexible payment options tailored to her clientele. They also developed a sales pitch, marketing content, and brochures to support the rollout. Within just 1 week of implementing the new structure, Tashana made her first sale. Higher Up Decors is implementing its visual appeal strategy by improving both photography as well as videos to upload to the website. They are already looking after events to start a strong networking campaign. These efforts could potentially generate the revenue of $4.9 million of the prioritized offering across the 32 participating businesses.
Very nice presentation, thank you. I agree that the Strength Finders is a must-have as a differentiator from other competitors, and I appreciate the highlight on the competitors as well, to be able to see where I fit versus where my offerings versus their offerings, and to see the ideas of the sales pitch that I shared through your eyes was helpful as well. Thank you.
Finally, on Module 4, we developed 144 new concepts, each designed to uncover fresh opportunities for growth. To ensure their potential, we conducted 128 risk assessments to evaluate the critical factors for success. These concepts were then pressure tested with 31 brochures to refine their value propositions and improve their chances of successful implementation. Finally, we crafted 116 action plans to validate and execute the top priority business ideas. Here are a few examples of how these concepts are taking shape. Roots, Stones and Bones is launching a strategic partnership with Massachusetts wedding planners to promote custom ceremonial wedding brooms through a referral bonus program using a streamlined product priced for margin, laying the groundwork for national expansion. Anchored is implementing travel-size soaps, lotions, and sprays with optional co-branding and a social impact message targeted at boutique hotels and urban posts in Boston and New England. The concept included eco-friendly packaging, restock kits, and in-room marketing materials to elevate the guest experience and expand Anchor.'s brand visibility. These efforts could potentially increase annual revenue of the prioritized offering by over $3.6 million across the 32 participating businesses.
Things are definitely headed in the right direction. I have made contacts, my key customer right now, who I'm talking to, making the contacts with, it's the Army Corps of Engineers. Things are going incredibly well. I am looking to have my first contract hopefully in the next couple months, but there's no way I could have even come close to getting that without the help that I've gotten from this program. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kim, and thank you, Martin.
Let's take a moment to celebrate everyone who made this journey possible. To the small business owners, your dedication, resilience, and willingness to embrace growth inspire us all. You are the heartbeat of this initiative, driving innovation and change in your communities. To the student consultants, thank you for your passion, hard work, and invaluable insights. You've truly made a difference, and we're proud of the professionalism and energy you've shown. A special thank you to LISC Massachusetts for their visionary leadership in guiding this 12th cohort, and to the U.S. Small Business Administration for their unwavering support of entrepreneurs across the nation. At IXL Center, we believe in the power of collaboration to make a difference. Together we can.
Perfect. Great video. Thank you, Roberto, for sharing. So now I'll be sharing a link in the chat. So then please everyone just join, and I'll be sharing my screen as well here. So then share full screen. Sorry, this is just taking a moment. Perfect. So please, everyone, let me know what word did you hear and see in the video just watched that got you excited about the program. Collaboration. Yes, collaboration is our main goal here, is to collaborate with each other to see different perspectives, different solutions, inspiring, mentoring, positive change. Yes, and also to make this impact in the community as well. Growth is the main one that highlighted from the video. Teamwork, opportunity, innovation, perspective, community building. Yes, our main goal, besides also the program, besides the network, is also to have this community building between the students, the clients, all the stakeholders involved into the business. Impact. Yes, positive change, clients, first sales. One of our goals here is in our modules on the drive sales part, performance assessment, brochure. Amazing answers. Thank you everyone for including your words here. And I see the biggest one is growth, innovation, teamwork, impact, opportunity, and real life experience, which highlights everything we want to accomplish here inside the LISC program. And great answers. And yes, financial improvements, things that are going incredibly well. Thank you, everyone. Amazing answers. And now I'll pass the word back to Victor.
Hello, everyone. So this is great. Thank you so much for doing this word cloud. I think it's a great representation of sort of what we want this program to achieve as well. So I'm very excited about this. And now let's go to the next section. The next section is about the program details. So if you are here, first of all, this program is really looking to help the small businesses. We're looking for scalable solutions that will help entrepreneurs grow their business using digital innovation. And through the use of digital innovation, we want to close these wealth gaps in the community, focusing on four main pillars. The first one is increasing the wealth of the business owners. We also want to increase the value of the neighborhood. We want to increase the sales of the businesses and also increase the employment. So, through this program, we want to be able to tackle these objectives and these pillars directly or indirectly as well. And how we're going to be doing this? So, we have a 7-week accelerator that uses a four-module approach, which has very specific objectives, outputs, and client learnings. So in these modules, so the first one is the business assessment. The business assessment, we will analyze the current business and identify any gaps and opportunities. The second module is improving the current business. We want to improve it by generating, first of all, digital solutions, but also addressing the pain points that we identified before. And we also will do some interviews and try to get an understanding of the business from the outside in. We also have the third module, which is drive sales. So here's going to be a module dedicated for driving sales, for understanding the revenue, how we can increase and attract more customers that are similar to the target customers that you already have, and adjust the business model if necessary. And then the fourth module, for me, it's the nicest one, is the creating new offerings. Now that we got to know your business over 5 weeks very well, we know your capabilities, you know your assets, and what we want to do is develop ideas, business concepts that will allow you to give you your next step on your business and next idea that you want to expand towards. And of course, this idea you might be expanding very soon or in 6 months or in an year. But this is a great place for us to identify what is the next opportunity and where your business is going to be expanding to. So, just for all the clients to be aware, this is the structure of the program. Each client will have a consulting team. Each client will also have an IXL guide. This IXL guide is the mentor. So, look, we already got to know Roberto a little bit. I just want to also to let you know that we have Kim here, Elena, and David. You'll be getting to know who specifically will be your Excel guide, but it's going to be someone from my Excel Center who knows the methodology and will ensure that you receive quality outputs, and also we can help you with the program methodology and also with some feedback. For the clients, you are expected to spend 2 to 3 hours a week in this program. And I'm going to be explaining very soon where this is going to be allocated. But this is the structure of the program. Each client is going to have a student team, an IXO guide, and we're going to be following the methodology. So let me just explain what are the key roles and responsibilities. So for the business owners, it's important that you commit this 2 to 3 hours per week and invest. This is an investment on your business. So the hours that you put in, you'll be able to take out in the end of the business, in the end of the program. And it's very important for you to provide information of your business and also give honest feedback to the teams about their deliverables or about their performance. We also want every client to be open and supportive to the new ideas. I think the teams will come up with very fresh ideas, different ideas, and let's be open about it and let's test them. We have 7 weeks, we have time to understand this idea and test them out as well. And also attend and engage and be engaged in the important activities. For the student consultants, provide your clients with professional coaching and guidance. Create and connect to create and connect with your clients, and also facilitate the team client meetings as well. Let's ensure that we have the deliverables prepared, high quality, and they are actionable and practical and practical. Why? We want to do recommendations that make sense to the clients. And that's something very important. So always receive feedback and ask for feedback from the clients to see this is if you're what you're doing and the direction that you're going is correct. And then we have the IXL guides. So IXL guides will provide the student teams with guidance to ensure that their deliverables are high quality, help coordinate the activities, and offer support to the student teams. We will introduce experts and networks to student teams as well, and we're going to be facilitating the key meetings, masterclasses, client meetings, and show and tell sessions as well. So these are the roles and expectations for three key stakeholders. Let me just show the universities that are participating in this program. So we have a very diverse set of universities from across the globe participating, and they are um, graduates, masters, postgraduates as well. And these people, they come from the United States. So some specifically from Boston, as you can see, we have University of Boston, Northeastern, we have Babson, but also some from outside of Boston, like Texas A&M, U Miami, University of Michigan. But as well, we have universities from outside of the US. We have Asian Institute of Management that is coming here to also help you guys. So we have a very diverse set of universities participating. And now let's go into the calendar. So for the SME businesses, we will meet the consulting teams on June 9th. So on June 9th is the beginning of this program. So June 9th is Monday, and it's going to happen next week. And we're going to have the closing ceremony on August. So right now we are here on the client kickoff. Next week is where you're going to be meeting with your team for your client meetings and also your show and tells. So this happens on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, the client meetings. And this is going to be a time that you're going to schedule between you, your mentor, and your students. So soon you're going to be talking to your student consultants, and you're going to be organizing what is the best time for you guys to meet. And that normally is from Tuesday, it's going to happen Tuesday or Wednesday. My advice is once you have that time locked in, make sure that's going to be the same time for the rest of the program. And it's going to be helpful for your schedule because now we have a good time that works for everyone for the rest of the program. And these client meetings are going to happen and it's going to last 1 hour. And then on Friday, we have the show and tell. The show and tell is a 1 hour session as well. It's the session where your student consultants are going to be presenting the outputs of the week. And then you can give them feedback during this session. So these are the two main meetings that you have during the week. And then what you'll be doing is you will be you'll be helping the clients. The clients will be committing 2 hours, and you will be helping the teams along the way with feedback and giving them information. But of course, you will have a WhatsApp group, and you'll be able to talk to them offline as well. So If you see something that you want additional feedback, send the information to the team and tell them to communicate offline. You don't need to wait for a client's meeting. Same goes to the team. Team, if you need a specific document, a picture, a brochure, an example, you can talk to your client before the client meetings and use the client meetings to discuss as well. So that's why we expect 2 to 3 hours, 2 hours of actual meetings, and 1 hour of maybe communicating with the students offline. And then we also have sometimes some expert webinars. This is an initiative that LISC is going to be doing, but it will happen during the program, and they're going to communicate this specifically with the clients only. So now let's look at the key success factors for the clients and the consulting teams. So the key success factor, first of all, is provide an honest business information to the consulting teams. That's the only way that you're going to receive something that makes sense in terms of an action plan, a strategy as well. We want you to give good feedback to the consultants. We also want to have a very open line of communication. So this open line of communication is very important. So talk to your consulting teams and also establish consistent meetings and schedule with the consulting team. For last, if you need, include family members or key staff members to the meetings as well. So if you have a family member that's very tech savvy, maybe you want to include them and they can help you when you're implementing maybe a new idea that's a digital idea. If you have a manager or an assistant, they can also join these meetings, give feedback, and also be aware of what's the strategy of your your team and of this program. So this is sort of what's very important about the key success factors. I just want to stop here and see if we have any questions or any doubts from the clients in terms of expectations. Okay, great. Look, I think right now, what we're gonna have, I just wanted to invite Kim, and Kim is gonna be organizing a panel with a past client.
Oh,
So, but before that, I just see, can you clarify the master session schedule in addition to the meetings? Look, Kate, this master session is going to happen on Monday, but just for the students. It's going to be when they're going to learn about the methodology and clarify with the IXL team. So this is not something that the clients will need to join. When you say team, is my team or you're putting us with other businesses? So, Sammy, in this case, you receive a team of 2 to 3 student consultants along with the IXL guide. And together, we're going to be dedicating the next 7 weeks to help you and your business.
okay. Okay, thank you so much, Mother. And also, I want to say thank you so much for accepting our invitation, for participating in this program, and also for the panel discussion. So first, how are you?
Hi, Kim. Good, good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, nice to
Oh,
see you. Nice to be here.
yeah, nice to see you again. And so I just want to jump into the question. So the first thing that I really want to understand is what were the most significant challenge you faced in your business before you joined the program, and how did the program help address them? So if you can share, because we also have a new business owner here and also professional students, so will it be very helpful?
Thank you, Kim. Yeah, so my biggest challenge before beginning the program was translating my vision into a system. So my work is a personal development company, and everything is really service-based and, operating from the website as our landing place, which I had, but I didn't really have the ecosystem that I had envisioned prior to joining the program. So through the program, I was able to also see my business from an objective lens as we kicked off, and week by week, starting with the assessment, the business assessment, and having the students just really take what we have. As I was hearing Victor speak, he was mentioning about, the clients giving the information or providing as much as we can, or like, really giving the students what they need. And so when we provided, the students would take all that and they were doing a really deep, search, and they came up with the assessment. And the program is very organized, that it took us through a journey that helped me see my business objectively, right? And then I was able to really see the value of the need that the clients had through this program. And that all started to bring everything together, from that vision into a solid structure that now is live. So I'm very excited about that.
Okay, thank you so much, Martha. Because I was with you, I was with you the whole time during the program, and I can really like testify that. And also, I also noticed that you give a lot of like feedback to the student whenever they have something. So it's also like very collaborative, and it's also very helpful for both of the team, both of the party. And the next thing that I also want to ask it, can you also share a specific success story or a moment that you think stood out during your participation in the program?
Yeah, well, for me, it was seeing it all come together, right? So not only like the beginning to end journey, but when we saw the final product come together of that vision, and the services and recommendations that were also given to me throughout the program, right? There were recommendations, and started pulling it together. When I saw it, I mean, that for me was the key turning point. It really fueled me, myself, my person, and the work that I was doing, and validated a lot of the conversations I had had years prior through this program. It's accelerated, so it went very quick, but it really pulled it together for me in a way that I could see it.
Yes. And yeah, thank you so much. That which is also very important. And finally, can you also explain a little bit more about how does the program support you making an impact in your community?
Yeah. So again, just because of the type of service that we offer, I didn't have the channels. I didn't really have a strong platform or a place that I could have my offerings in, so it wasn't accessible yet to our community in the way that I had envisioned it. So through the process, we did actual work, within the program and outside the program, that was bringing everything together, that now allows me to have our programs accessible to others through e-learnings, through webinars, through the portals, through the recommendations. Um, Through the conversations with our stakeholders was a very key element through this program, and hearing what they needed so that then we could provide it. So that just puts me in a position now to have our services be more accessible. And that's a big part of our business, right? It's not just training and coaching it, but making sure that everyone has access to our programming through
Mhm.
different channels.
Okay,
So
yeah.
thank you. It was really exciting, and a really tremendous learning experience, and very powerful to work with the team.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now your website is also very live, and people can also access from different channel. And also your program is very accessible. And also you have another program for Spanish speaking people, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
we are really excited about about your business, and also the success that you will achieve in the near future. And thank you so much, Martha, for joining. And I will give the floor back to Victor.
Thank you
You
so
can.
much. Thank you so much, Martha, for being here.
Thank you, Victor.
And look, let me just answer, Larissa, your question. So the teams are assigned to clients. At the moment, all the teams are passed through a rigorous interview process, and all of them were accepted to this program, and they're all capable for following this program and following the methodology. In terms of matching them based on the client needs, we it's hard to do that. What needs to happen is where you need to communicate your needs to the team that you will have, and you need to work together with your team to make sure that they are providing quality strategies and quality outputs. And you need to give them the information. You need to tell what's working and what's not working, and you need to guide them as well. And we're going to follow this methodology to identify the gaps and to help you fix these gaps. So this is going to be the process. And we're dealing here in a cohort of, uh, of 42 clients in different industries. So we're talking about retail, we're talking about personal services, professional services, and also foods and beverages. And that's why it's so important during next week. We have a great meeting where you're going to be explaining your business to the teams and also to your mentor. Hopefully, this answers your questions, your question. So right now, let me continue the presentation and just go to the next step. Okay? So bear with me and let me